building. The last thing I want is a whole heap of shit stuff around the place, so I'll build it wherever I can. I don't think I can build any of that until I get one of those hydro pump things out here, but I'll get part of a room. I could get like a couple of walls there. I'll do it. All right. So yeah, the other thing too is that these will all have central walls to them. Central walls on that side. Gonna have to pull out a couple of doors on this place as well because my people are kind of a bit dumb and they're gonna get stuck in places. And I already know that. So there's gonna be doors on the back and on the front. It's the only problem with this design. It's because of the way I've got them interlocking. But I'm okay with it. It's interesting. Definitely more fucking interesting than some of the buildings I've ever done. Put another one there. Okay, so that's kind of the shape of it. This is very interesting. It's like I'm going to have like lace or something around here. And don't forget too, I'm going to also enclose these rooms too as well. So they're going to be like this, more so. So I guess taking you up to, I guess you would take up to there, hey? And previously it would go past there. So I don't know how I could do this one with that kind of space room. But this one won't probably get a heater. I'll figure out how to get them a heater. Maybe I can pop something on the back here instead. But yeah, I'm going to put like probably heater devices maybe in here. So let's pop some extra doors. My only problem is if I could put a heater here, that's fine. Like I could put it there. My only problem is, can I put ventilation overlapping? Yes. Yes, I can. All right, so I could definitely put ventilation there. And for heating, that's fine. Cooling, I guess I could put some passive coolers in their room, maybe. Alternatively, I was going to put maybe air conditioning back here, but then it's not going to necessarily filter through everywhere. But yeah, this is kind of the idea that I'm going for. Oh, that is not the right spot. Put that back. Yeah, this is way elaborate. Also be like little heaters in here, and like if I could have put it there, I'd put like maybe a cooler in the wall itself, which I could do, but there's no way to access this otherwise, so that's sort of shit. Alternatively, I could have made this a little bit bigger, but either way, I can put like little heaters in here. I think I've got heaters coming, so I'm not too worried about making them. But yeah, if I've got them at least placed like that. So yeah, what a weird fucking looking room space. Either way, I'm going to get rid of some of these maybe for now. I don't know. I'll leave that as it is. It gives me an idea of what I'm doing. Let's just make all these heaters not to be built. And all these metal bits not to be built yet. Should be fine. It'll remind me of what I'm doing. Back to this. I'll get into the center eventually. I'll do a few of these. And then maybe I'll head inwards. I think that'll be the way I'll do it. But I kind of get a feel for this sort of stuff. 5, 3 to 7, 3 to 2 to 5. Go. And how many did I get there? There's 1, 2, 3 and a half. It's 1, 2. I've got more to make. I should be able to actually be making these with the walls down here, actually. Maybe. Not all of it. I can't make all of it. Be fine. I must admit, they are kind of a gaudy looking building, to be fair. So it's definitely something interesting from my perspective. I don't want it in from there. Hold on. I want you to come down from there. 2, 5, 1, 3 to 7. 3, 2. Yep, I can't build in that spot. Some dots. Alright, you to 3, 2. Kind of feel like I've gone out too far from this. Hold up. 7. Yeah, alright. Needs to be into there. Alright. Fine. Go to those two. Alright, the rest of this I should be fine to build. I don't... Maybe that might be a problem. I don't know. I'll fucking find out. Yeah, ultimately speaking, if I didn't marry them up wall to wall, I'd get like that extra one spot, and that would allow me like 2 extra doors. That would also push in that I wouldn't end up getting this spare room, this spare like double room situation, but it could also have been beneficial in that regard. So I don't know. Having conjoining walls is something I've never really done it before anyway. And ultimately speaking, like I could just connect a central one room door out here, like a walkway that has a heater in it. There is also that potential too. I've done that before. I could also make areas like this also like actual like bedrooms and stuff, like for animals and whatever. So I don't know. I'm going to keep this loose. I'm going to get rid of these heaters. I'm going to move out of the way of that. And get rid of those and get rid of these. And just get rid of them. I'm going to keep the idea available for later. Because I think I might think of other stuff. Maybe. I'll have to like actually get out this, like remove some stuff. Here and here and here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll do something. I'll figure something out. Either way, choosing to do this as like a daisy chain like this versus long ways is fucking interesting to me because I was going to do this long ways, like flipped over, and it wasn't going to give me as many places. Although I could have like doubled it on top of each other like this and just had it like double layered throughout here. Fucking hell. My brain's just like, as soon as I said that, it's like, I want to do that. And I'm like, please stop. I kind of want to fucking do that, don't I? What's I do? I'm going to leave that alone. I'm just going to leave that the fuck alone. I need a break from that. That has my brain just like getting ideas that are like too annoying to deal with right now. And I'm not even going to build it anytime soon, so it can stay there. So in here, so we already know this is my hospital. So internally, I could make this like small animals area. Like I could make this like the chicken coop if I wanted to. There's not enough food for that many chickens and ducks and stuff, I don't believe, but it would keep them kind of separated. Now, my only thing is I will have to take out this building, and it is an ancient danger, so that is a big concern, but I have to look past that for construction purposes. So, now in here, what do I want to do? I want a central circle, and that's going to be a fucking nightmare because of what I'm just generally looking at. So if this is dead center, this is that. Let's take you out about, let's say about here. So let's get rid of that. All right, this is going to be fun. I'm not sure how I want to make this, but I'm going to figure it out. I accidentally removed the wrong one then. Let's put that back. Okay. So if I do that, that's just going to be kind of diamond-esque shaped, and that's not quite what I want. But I'll figure it out. So I just want to know, if I remove all these, how big of a space am I looking at? I gotta start with something, and I have a fucking mess in the way to work with. So it's not like I get it easy for this. Okay. So yes, it is exact kind of like diamond in there. That's too big of a space, and I don't want it to be a diamond specifically. So that means, oh god, why has there got to be so much shit in the way? I'm going to need to do this with a structure just for the visibility purposes of it. Like I do like that being a kind of straight wall there. So that's a 6. Where's the other one here? There. There's a 6. Another one down here. So it's not like I can build some parts of these. They're just going to have to go with where they are. So if that's that, if that's kind of like the wall that I'm working between, then how can I make you circular? Maybe. That's too far. But it might still work. If I took it out by 2 at a time, would it work for me? Let's remove that other one too. I just want to know. Maybe. Kind of. Okay, so that would be a giant circle. So what would I use that for? I use that for like some kind of massive cooking area. Would I use that for storage? Would probably be really good for storage. Maybe. I could have like kind of like a petalish design coming out from it too, for like different workspaces. If I made it smaller, it could work better for that because it's actually a very big circle. Although if I'm halving the space inside, it depends how I'm doing this too. Either way, yeah, have a look. Most of these were kind of like that kind of thing. Honestly, I think they're kind of like just like diamond-esque stuff coming in here. Something like that. Ain't the same. That's way too sharp. Get rid of that. This was better. This was going outwards. Like by 2 outwards. Still gonna have to connect at some point, so I'm not quite sure what shape to connect inwards is like that. So, yeah, let's go by 3s. This side. 3. And 3. Okay. Interesting. That is kind of circle-esque. Not quite. It's almost like too sharp on the corners. Like these need to be bigger almost to start with. So what if I'm starting with, say, an 8 instead? Take it to 3s. I can't obviously put something there because I've got a bed. But that's going too far. But if this was to there instead, I'd be going to 3 to there, 3 to there, 3 to there. All right. That's a terrible side to fucking practice that on. I don't even know why I bothered with that. Get rid of that. And I'd really like to deconstruct the fucking beds. Oh, not the other stuff. Please cancel that. All right. So something about that shape's almost right. Not on the inside though. Fuck those off. Make sure that's an 8. Okay, so the sides need to be bigger, wider kind of panels realistically to get this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, let's get rid of this shit in here. And on that side, that's also going to have to be bigger. So that would be 7 to 8 there. Cool. All right. So if these panels are, say, 8, or even if I made them wider by 1 each to, say, a 10, right? And then I took this down in between it, what kind of a shape would I be getting? I honestly think maybe a stop sign-esque kind of shape. It's not bad. A very, very large area. And if I take this on the outer panels to have a quick look at what it looks like as a double wall. It's not too bad. It's not quite what I want, but I don't think I'm going to get what I want on here. I'm not too mad about it. Yeah, funny thing is when it comes to pixel art stuff, I can draw, right? So if I wanted to, I could make a face and I could make ribbons and shit. Like, it's not too difficult. So this is basically coming up into like a circle to there. Because all you do is you put like a line going out and then like down and then in. And then you'd have yourself a ribbon. So that'd be hilarious. The funny thing is, if I wanted to, I could just do like a bow in the goddamn center. That's actually not a bad fucking idea. Why the fuck not? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, fuck this stuff off. Get rid of that. Let's see. I will keep where I've kind of like cut out at the moment because I don't want it to be that big. This is gonna be a nightmare. I already know it. Structurally though, we would need to take it in from about here. So I'm not too sure where that is, but I'll figure it out. Let's see, there's a 10. Let's take this to the corners, and that should be to an 8. Needs to be a bit longer there. Let's see, so it's about 2, and then it goes up from there. It's to a weird shape. All right. This is to a circle. That's a 10. Down and then over. All right. Should be able to do that. Kind of like more of like a little boxy kind of circle. Honestly, if I took it out by one more, or if I took it in by one more, like if I took it down to here, right, and I gave it that line instead, and took away this line here, it'd be more of a circle. So I also somehow took it sideways more when I did that. Interesting. Kind of like a dead center sort of thing, but fuck that off. I don't know. I can already see like the outline grid here of like 4 box rooms, and I can work with that. I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do with this stuff. It's frustrating me. Let's see. I need to look at some pictures. I need to look at some of my pictures to like get some kind of inspiration here. It's like killing me. I'm like dead ass tired. Trying to like logic a pattern from like nothingness. All right. That's actually interesting. I've done that before. It's weird. They're more like pincers. Bring up. Fuck's my picture. I love when like I'm scrolling through something and I like lose something, but I know I saw it a minute ago. And my brain's like, no, it's there. You're just not looking at it properly. I could do that. That's an idea. Hold on. Well, I've got the idea. So it's a lot plainer than you guys would maybe think it would be. Let's fill back in this. That this is all still back here. I'm missing a square there. Yeah, get that all back there. So what I was thinking of doing, and I know it sounds a lot less perhaps interesting than you guys might have maybe thought, but just hear me out on this one. So if I take you up by say 3, right, give it a little bit of unevenness, maybe take it up by 5. And 5 by that. Take it down by 5 as well. I don't know how we got that close to the fucking internal bit. I'll have to fix that. Oh. Need this line to not be there. I probably fucked it up before. Okay. So that's making it more tall than anything, right? And my thoughts are... I know this isn't super creative. Probably not what you were expecting after doing all the weird shapes. But what I'm thinking of doing... If I take a box, say here, right? I'm gonna have to draw this one out to get the idea of what the fuck I need to do with this. And the only problem is I've got shit in the way. So, about there. Yeah, where's this one here? So what I'm thinking of doing is perhaps once actually using this center thoroughfare as something else. So normally I would leave this open, This will allow me to like have stuff move through here. My only problem is if I made that as such like a prison area on the inside, that may not be the best idea. However, if I made a prison space, it doesn't have to be a wide space. It just has to be able to fit a bed and maybe some machinery, right? So you only need that to cut off like about there, right? Just to cut off on each of these. How about that? Right, so just imagine for a moment that that's perhaps a prison space. And I could alternatively also add to that if I wanted to by, say, coming up along the side here, right? So I need to bring that into about there as well, I think. So the prison space isn't too big, and I could open up this area here, and which I might do. Get rid of this bit here. Now, my thoughts are I could actually just cut through like this. I don't know if it's going to count it as one area for it or if it's going to count as two, but I do want multiple prison areas, right? And this immediately gives me 8 individual zones that can house a lot of people and or a lot of prisoners. However, I don't have to make it fully prison space, right? I only have to make it up to a certain point, which means I could have just the corners be that, which means I could have these be like, say, cooking areas. I could have multiple cooking areas. These could still be for sure storage. So let's see. Let's take it up to about here. So no, actually, let's make this about equal. Let's actually make this nice. Okay, so what's the internal? 19. Okay. Want to about, there would be 9. There's 9. Sorry, I can't put dots there. Hold on. That's to 9. This side is also to 9. So there's our center line there. That will do. Hey, Nightwolf. How have you been? I've been so tired. So tired. But otherwise alright. So hopefully you've been alright. I feel like that needs to be a bit bigger. Maybe I can move it over. We can do this by like a 10. That'll look alright. Alright, so that's to 10. So that's the 11th in from there. Alright. Let's see. Here is to 11. This is where I need to take the wall up. That looks substantially longer on the tall side, but it is also taller, so maybe I can take that up higher so that it's in from here. No. I'll probably fall asleep if you're all snuggly. Honestly, I'm not being like mad about it. I'm just saying I'll probably fall asleep. Take it into 9. Take it into 9. There. Take you up to 11. There we go. All right. There. We've got some fucking style coming in here. I had not planned for this, but I'm really liking it so far. So sure, let's do this. I'm still going to fuck around with that wall over on the side with the rooms at some point. I'm going to do them again. I'm just going to give it a break before I fucking have to deal with them again because my poor brain cannot deal with that right now. I think it wants to do a thing and then I don't want to do a thing and then, yeah. Either way, there's been a lot of building and stuff. So this is all this tonight. I'm doing all of this tonight. Because I forgot to do anything offline that was going to help me with this. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing instead. Now, my only other thing is I do think I can use the space on the inside. And what I want to do is not actually fully have that interlocked. So this is going to be fun. How many do I want to come up by? Let's say a 5 by 5. That gives me a pretty big room on the inside. 5 by 5. 5 by 5 again. God only knows where the fuck this dot is. There, I think. I hope it's there. Okay. So, what I'm thinking of doing is getting rid of this structure here. Right? What I'm thinking about doing instead is maybe putting a different shape in the middle. Right? I know it's very clearly that. I could honestly, I could squeak a diamond in here and nobody'd have any beef with it. It would look great. Um, but I actually wouldn't mind like maybe a circle or something like that. But I actually do think maybe a diamond, since the kind of center this is very fucking pretty. And then I really want to fix up this shit over here. This needs to be fixed up. I'll do something else with that. I'll put fucking circles around elsewhere. We're having another diamond. Fucking everybody can deal with it. My only thought for the different shape was that it would allow me like a little bit more construction space wise. But there's nothing much I can do about that. I can't do anything for this corner here because it's kind of like not really. Well, there is a line there I can work with. It kind of goes past it actually. Hold on. Get rid of you. Yeah. All right. So I can kind of do that. I'm going to have to make sure that they don't build themselves into a stupid thing. Like, it's almost actually kind of circular in there. So I could actually build a circle room. Now that I look at it, that could work. That could work. All right, I will come back to that centerpiece. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But I do want the prisons to be on these, like, corner diamond things. I think they'll be all right. I do want, say, cooking to maybe be in these zones here. I'm not sure in there yet. Maybe some little butchering rooms or something. No, you snuggle in your plush. No. I'll give you some pats. And I'll do a quick little stretch and I might grab a drink. I have no idea when Grim redeemed that stretch, like almost an hour ago, but I never saw that. My god. That was probably like when he came in and was chatting and stuff, and I completely missed it. Yeah, I'll have some water instead. I feel like the thing is, like, I want to spend the extra time building on this, but I know I shouldn't. Mind you, I could always do this again tomorrow night for, like, random game night. That would be funny. Imagine that. Imagine turning up for, like, random water. Fucking give you a random water bowl. Well, since you haven't some of mine. Fucking random game night. You turn up and I'm just playing RimWorld again. I've done that a couple times, actually. I find it quite funny. Okay, so now my only thing with this is I want these on the outer parts because that gives me the most amount of chance to bring somebody in at a close range. I don't have doors here and here, right? For the prison. Okay. I don't have to put two sets of doors, but I think the freedom to get them in there will help. Doesn't help for containing prisoners. I normally prefer to have only one door for a prison area, but we'll make do. As for storage and production and stuff like that, I'll actually want these doors on the inside, but I will get to that. Okay, so first things first, I think I've got hospital beds and I've got normal bed rolls and stuff. So I guess first things first is I will allow nowhere to be built. I can click on everything I can possibly reach. Right, just say no to that. I want everything to get highlighted. So it's highlighting a lot of stuff down the bottom at the moment. Highlight that. Get over here. All that. Don't build that yet. All this stuff. Don't build that. I hate having the X's on it, but I need it to be there. Highlight all that. It highlights at like a weird distance, I noticed. So I've kind of like got to be out and obscure where I'm grabbing it because it only like highlights down the bottom corner. It's really weird. All right, so I should be able to grab that. And if I'm zoomed in enough here, maybe I'll just be able to grab it properly. They're going to start building some weird parts of this, I'm sure of it. Okay. I think that's most of this place. It said don't build. Okay. Should also save. I haven't saved for ages. Save Asora too. Let's see. Okay. So we've got some layout to that. I hate this already, which means I'm going to hate it in the long run. So that's going to go. I think I might just be best off just like taking the time to do the fucking circles or the rooms and stuff. as much as I don't like it, as much as I would like to use the ovals somewhere, I think I can figure out, I'll add them in somewhere. I just don't know what yet. Also, I'm not going to make that. So what I want is, where are they going to be closest to? Probably this corner for the moment. So what I want is, I want this corner, at least one area I want to be able to be allowed, right? So I want, must designate forbidden items. Cool. So if I grab an area and really fucking zoom in on this, right? And I say all of you lot can do that, right? Cool. Now, if I actually zoom all the way over here and be like, I can't fucking click on anything, but sure, let's go, don't allow, right? So they'll build a little bit of excess here that I don't want built, but there's not much I can do about it. That, don't allow. And I could probably get up into here. Say don't allow. Okay. So should theoretically build this corner, right? Hopefully first. And I kind of just don't want, I want to select this whole area. And I don't want the rocks. Leave the fucking rocks alone. Leave them alone. Right? So hopefully they'll build this corner. That's my hope. And I want that because that's a prison area. Okay? So if they build this first priority and we get... it's a bunch of beds. I'm just going to slap down some beds at the moment. I'll figure out some prettiness and shit later. Set it to mostly medical. Some of these can be normal. And I'll swap them over to whatever soon. Now, my people are going to have a bit of problems containing them straight away. So I'm just going to slap down a little wooden structure. I'm going to let them move around in a moment. I know this has been a long time waiting. Like literally hours. But it's going to happen. I think I've actually got 2 prisoners. Hold on. I think I got 2 prisoners on the way here. So that should be... I can fit 3 beds in there. This will be enough to house them for a moment. And we'll get a door on that. Okay, so this will be a little prison, little speck at the moment. All right, I guess time to let them move. It's been 3 hours of designing. I'm still not happy with what I'm doing, but I like what I've got so far that I've got allowed. I don't really have like anything much, but let them move. Hopefully they'll eat some food. Amia, what are you doing? Using resistance. Cool. Social fight. Let's get an animal pen set up. Mystic. I don't have anywhere they can kind of sit, but there was like hyper fertile area here that maybe they could go get tied up. Some animals can hang out down there. It's also a really good spot here too. So that should be okay. They're already starting to build. We did bring marble with us. I did also ask them to... if they do that, I may not need this space. They're working on that real fast. How about we get rid of this? Not all of that. Jesus Christ. I would be so sad if I hit undo and had to fucking design everything again. Let's get rid of that. There's a couple of little beds here. That's not great. Hungry pen animals need meal source, need recreation, variety. I'm pretty sure I brought some shit that you guys can play with, right? There's a telescope. Let me see. I'm not going to build in here, and I know that. So I'm going to put that there. You guys have a telescope, 1 telescope. Anything else? There's a machining table. Not really the most important thing to have brought with me. There is a heater. It's not too cold. There's another one of those. Get that up here. I think I put that there. There we go. I got a couple of things for recreation. Now I can make some horse pen stuff. And I can make that with like steel and marble. But we've got wood. So you're going to get with wood. Let's pop you in here. Right there. Okay. You guys have your little entertainment up here. They'll have to do. As the mare started to roam away, don't worry, somebody will go and haul them all. We've got a couple of people doing animals. Got a couple of people that can build. I don't have any storage yet, so some of this stuff is getting damaged. All right, you guys, this isn't for you, but whatever. I guess you can lay down until it's built. I'm gonna need to turn one of these very next little spaces into storage for the moment. Unless they're like super, super fast builders, in which case this corner could be really great for indoor area. I might just allow this to get built next. Because this is a small space. The only problem is I don't have any doors worked out for this yet, but I guess we can have like here and like here. That'll make sense. Yeah, just put it on the inner bits like this. I'll do it. I can't put one there. All I need them to do is leave this ancient danger alone, and it should be fine. Let me just save this again. I'm going to have to use some of these little areas. Like, the best thing to have done would be, like, if I didn't have to move anything, that would be great. Like, already using a space like this would be great. But what I can do is, since I know some people are going to have time, make this all stockpile up in here, yeah? I have to get rid of this other little area here. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And this can just basically be, at the moment, fresh, rotten, I guess, chunks, plants,